Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new pharmacy here, Parkway Pharmacy at Jenkins. I'm pharmacist Sarah Kicks.
And I'm Cassie Rose.
And we'd like to welcome everyone here to your new pharmacy in town. We're happy to serve you and fill all your prescription needs here. We have a convenient drive-through window. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 3. We can easily transfer your prescriptions from your other pharmacy. Just give us a call and we can transfer them here for you. We have a variety of over-the-counter products as well as some gift supplies here, a selection of vitamins as well. And we would just like to welcome everyone and we hope to see you here. And we'll be glad to take care of you and service all your pharmacy needs.
I'm Kevin Hall, proud owner and funeral director of Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel. We're happy to be a part of Letcher County, and I'd like to take just a few minutes to show you all the renovations that we have done here at the new Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel. As you can see, here's our beautiful renovated chapel that we have. We've added new lighting, new windows, carpet, chairs, piano. The entire place has been renovated from top to bottom with quality products. Careful planning went into every detail of the renovation here at Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel to make sure that your family is as comfortable as they can be. We've added a full lounge area so your family can bring in snacks, coffee, drinks, so they can feel as comfortable as possible during the funeral services. So I'd like to encourage you and your family, feel free to stop by the Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel at any time, and we'll be happy to show you around. We offer full service funerals, cremation, pre-need funeral plans to save your family with peace of mind. Also, we've got one of the largest parking lots for here in the area. So give us a call and stop by. We'll be looking for you.
Tom King offers years of experience as a certified specialist for Napa Collision Centers. His hours are Monday through Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. For a free estimate, stop by or call him at 634-9296. Quality service that you can trust with an honest and fair price. Tom King's Collision Center in Neon. Call 634-9296 for a free estimate.
I'm Tom King, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Cassie Rose, pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy in Jenkins, and you're watching Jenkins TV, Channel 99.
Get started. We're here for the stakeholder meeting for the Jenkins Revitalization and Resiliency Plan. So we'll start with introductions. My name is Eunice Holland. I work with QK4 Planning Engineering, based out of the Prestonsburg office. I am in Perry County and previously worked with Kentucky River Area Development District, been with QK4 for 4 years, and I've been working with Letcher County and the City of Jenkins for about 21 years now. So I will introduce the rest of our team. Priscilla.
Hey, I'm Priscilla Bowman. I'm also with QK4. Been there for a little less than a year. Excited to meet you guys and go over what we're going over.
My name is Tom Springer. I work at QK4 also. I work obviously Priscilla and Eunice in the planning and environmental department. So we're honored to be here and help craft a plan and help do some cool things here in Jenkins.
Okay, for today's agenda, we'll do a project overview, discuss some of the previous planning efforts that the city and the county has undertaken, talk about some current projects and investments, and get some input back from you all, and then have a brief activity at the end, and then discuss some next steps for us. So the Revitalization Resiliency Plan is funded through the Community Development Block Grant for Disaster Recovery, the CDBG-DR, utilizing planning funds from the 2021 and 2022 flooding disasters. The key goals of the plan are downtown revitalization and infill development, flood mitigation and resilience, economic development and ecotourism, housing, and walkability and connectivity. As I mentioned, there are a lot of previous planning efforts that the city and the county has been working on for the last 10 or 12 years, all kind of go in a counterclockwise, clockwise way, sorry. So the first plan is the CRAD Community Economic Development Strategy, which is referred to as the CEDS document. That is updated every 5 years, and CRAD is a area development organization. There are 15 of those throughout the state. Letcher County is in the CRAD region, and CRAD covers 8 counties total: Breathitt, Knott, Lee, Leslie, Letcher, Owsley, Perry, and Wolfe. So some of these planning documents are for the region, but they do include Jenkins and Letcher County. So that document identifies economic challenges, opportunities, priorities. The Imagine Letcher, which is next there, that is a strategic plan that was developed after the flood disaster in 2022 and identifies projects and priorities to rebuild and strengthen, revitalize Letcher County. The CRAD Disaster Recovery Plan, which was completed last year, is a regional framework for improving resilience, coordinating recovery efforts, reducing risk from natural disasters, and that covers the 8 counties. The next one is the Comprehensive Long-Term Recovery Plan, which was developed for Letcher County, and that was also after the flood. It focuses on housing, infrastructure, economic recovery, and a committee was formed with that plan, a long-term committee, which is called the Letcher County Initiative for Future Transformation, LIFT. That committee meets monthly for implementation projects, discussing issues, the priorities for the county, and then also obtaining grant applications, grant funding to kind of push some projects through. The CRAD Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan, which is updated every 5 years. This identifies regional hazards, assesses risk, and establishes strategies and projects based on vulnerability and resilience. The Recreation Economy for Rural Communities, RERC, this was a planning grant, and a workshop was held in 2023. Engaged Jenkins stakeholders with economic recovery needs, community assets, priority projects. The Letcher County Bicycle Pedestrian Master Plan, which was developed in 2022, identifies strategies and projects to improve walking and biking in all of Letcher County. And then lastly, the Health Impact Assessment of Elkhorn Lake Improvement Project. That was completed in 2018. It does evaluate how planned improvements to the lake and dam and water system could affect the health and safety and economic development of the community. So it is still valid. Some of those projects you'll see later have been identified and also been funded. And then what's not on here is the Community Wildfire Protection Plan. CRAD is working on that for the region to prioritize mitigation strategies, develop coordination efforts for wildfire risk. That is to be completed next year. So with all of these plans, these previous planning efforts, there are some common priorities and themes that are identified across these. The downtown beautification and redevelopment, reuse of vacant and flood impacted properties, public spaces, parks, community gathering spaces, infrastructure improvements to water, stormwater, and to wastewater, hazard mitigation and emergency preparedness, sidewalk rehabilitation, new sidewalks, trail development, tourism, recreation, the high ground housing, flood resilient housing, and then also workforce and broadband. As I mentioned, there are quite a bit of current projects that the City of Jenkins has funded right now. The top one actually just completed, just the closeout, and that is the City Hall ADA renovations for the elevator and some other renovations for the City Hall building. There's a project for wastewater treatment plant improvements, the Raven Rock sewer and water extension, and that is for the Raven Rock lodge and cabins up on the hill near the state line, not for the golf course, so that Raven Rock site. The Grand View, which is the high ground site for housing infrastructure project. The Jenkins Sewer I&I, which is inflow and infiltration. That is the phase 1 and the phase 2. Both of those have been funded. Next, we have a Jenkins Trail development, which starts at the amphitheater and then goes up to the Combs Overlook. Jenkins City Park renovations, the Dam Flood Risk Reduction Project Phase 1, an Elkhorn Lake Dam study, and then a stormwater study and improvements, and Phase 6 water line replacement, and Grandview water line extension, which is up to the housing site. And then the last page, we have this Revitalization Resiliency Plan, City Park fence replacement, several 10 culverts hopefully to be replaced with FEMA, and then a few projects with FEMA for asphalt, ditches, and shoulders. So currently the City of Jenkins has over $26 million in projects that have been funded, that are currently under planning, under construction, under design, or will be in the next little bit once the funds are released on those projects. So next we have projects that have been identified and are looking for funding, or grants that have been submitted that weren't funded. We have the radio read meter replacement project, the water treatment plant improvements, wastewater treatment plant capacity expansion, the Elkhorn Lake improvements phase 2, the Upper Dairy Hollow sewer line extension, Jenkins Park improvements, the full turnout gear project for the fire department, Jenkins police vehicles, the sidewalk improvements and connectivity phase 1, which was a TAP grant submitted, flood mitigation uses for buyout or other vacant properties, the Jenkins Fish Pond Lake raw water project, and then also a Jenkins City Police law enforcement protection grant. So those are some of the new and seeking additional funding. So we're going to hit it again at the plan goals before we go into some stakeholder input from you all to answer a few questions. So we have the downtown revitalization and infill development, flood mitigation and resilience, economic development and ecotourism, housing, walkability, and connectivity.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it over to Tom for the fun part.
I get the fun part, so you get to get your phones out and scan the QR code in the top left. And you get a quiz. Don't worry, you'll pass. Is everybody good? Did you get connection? Did questions come up? Maybe?
Is everybody able to scan and see it? You can also go to the Slido, slido.com, and punch in that number.
Yeah, at the bottom.
The survey.
I'll check you up here.
close enough to it?
I'm gonna try it on the,
Everybody able to connect to it? Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay, there we go. So it's rank the following plan elements in order of priority, with 1 being the highest priority and 5 being the lowest.
Oh, yeah, you got it. There you go. You got it. Sometimes it's hard to...
next.
Well, we got 4 people,
Still moving. Yeah.
so little ramp up time.
Yeah, that's right.
Or, if that doesn't work, we write these things down if you need paper. Let me know if you need paper. Do it that way. We got 6 people. It's good. You still working on it, or you want me to jump to the next one? All right, what else we got? Number 2, what should be the top priority for downtown revitalization? Facade improvements, streetscape upgrades, public gathering spaces, new small businesses, infill development on vacant lots, or maybe something else. Quiz time. Has everybody done it, or is anybody stuck? Ready to go on to the next one? Is it not working? Or something? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I ain't got enough service for it.
Yeah, this service is a little spotty. All right, for those of you who have service, number 3, what type of flood mitigation should be prioritized first? Drainage improvements, stream or creek stabilization, green infrastructure, property buyouts, emergency preparedness. Does anybody have any questions about those? What they look like? What kind of stuff they are? So far we have a consensus on that one. Alright, next one. Which ecotourism investment should Jenkins prioritize first? Expanding trails and biking connections, improving access to natural areas, developing outdoor recreation amenities and gathering spaces, promoting heritage and cultural tourism experiences, and supporting downtown businesses that serve visitors. All those are good ones. Any more? Anybody waiting? There we go. Okay, what type of housing is most needed in Jenkins? Affordable rental housing, starter homes, senior housing, workforce housing, rehab of existing homes, or other? All right, next one. What would most improve walkability and connectivity in Jenkins? New sidewalks, safer crossings, street crossings, better lighting, traffic calming, more connected routes. Good? There we are. Okay, number 7. Do we have any more? Buyout properties. My role is done. You guys did good? You all get A's?
If for some reason it didn't quite work out for you all, we will have a small little group activity, and then also there'll be more opportunities. I can email this survey out to everyone. Just make sure your email is on the sign-in sheet so I can follow up with the email out so that we do capture everybody's input, and then also there will be some other additional public involvement at the end of August, and then also some future. So don't want you to feel left out. I'll talk a little bit about the buyout properties because this will lead into the group activity with the maps on the back of the back tables. What are buyout properties? Properties that are acquired through FEMA, Hazard Mitigation Assistance, or NRCS, the flood recovery programs. These structures are removed. The land is permanently maintained as an open space. It is also will be public space. It'll be for the property, though those that are within the city limits, they will be the City of Jenkins properties. And then the ones in the county will be the county. So there are approximately 16 buyout properties that have been acquired so far within the city limits of Jenkins. There are permanent restrictions on these sites. No new residential, commercial, or industrial buildings, no structures intended for permanent occupancy, no future development that would increase any type of flood risk. There must be some public benefit requirement, so they must remain open spaces for the public. They can be for recreation purposes. Go to the next slide. So this one is just a list of some of the potential uses of these buyout properties. You can do parks and green spaces, picnic areas, pocket parks, community gathering areas, trails, connectivity, walking paths, river walk connections, bicycle pedestrian facilities, trailheads, flood resilience and environmental improvements through stormwater management features, rain gardens, stream bank restoration, recreation and community amenities, fishing access, community gardens, or even an outdoor fitness station. So those are just some of the possible uses. And now I'll let Priscilla talk a little bit about walkability and connectivity.
Okay, so for walkability and connectivity, Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, KYTC, has made an inventory of existing sidewalks and crosswalks within the city limits. So for opportunities of improvement, sidewalk repairs, ADA compliance, kind of filling the gaps between gaps of connectivity of the sidewalks, safer crosswalks. And so what we've done is we've conducted a walkability audit of those existing facilities to identify improvements, and that was done on June 25th. And then what we're looking for is kind of just places to connect, improvements to provide walkable and safer routes for those existing walkways. And then next. Okay, so this is another fun part. We're going to do a group activity, so we're going to divide into small groups. You'll see some maps on the back tables over here with some post-it notes. So what you're going to do is review buyout spaces, pedestrian facilities, and connection points on the maps, and then use the post-its to mark ideas, concerns, and priorities on those. And then we'll provide feedback on potential uses and the most important routes for future connections after we're done. Okay, and break.
We'll allow for about 10 to 15 minutes for this. You can just kind of break it. We'll finish up. Thank you all for your input. I was walking around talking with everybody, or trying to talk with everybody, and see a lot of the notes and the post-its, so we'll take all of that back with us. So our next steps are the stakeholder feedback, try to do a summary. I will email, make sure your email address is on that sign-in sheet. I will email out that survey to everyone tomorrow and give you all some time to provide some input on those questions if you weren't able to do that during the meeting today, so that we can capture your input. The next, as far as public engagement, we will be at Jenkins Days Festival that Friday. We will also be posting on the city's website and on their Facebook page. It will be a link to a story map, which will have a lot of the information that you all have seen, plus more information, and another survey to get some input back from the public. So we will be passing out flyers at Jenkins Days, hopefully talking to people about the projects. And then also we'll get that out there on social media, and we'll have a few weeks for everybody to provide some input. So the draft recommendations will then be provided to the city. We can email that out to the stakeholders, and then future public meeting, possibly in November, to review those draft recommendations. And then the final plan will be December for this. So that's all that I have. I have some business cards. Be happy to give that to you all. This is my contact information. I am the project contact for this plan. Feel free to call me, text me, email me. I'm always at the Jenkins City Council meetings on the first Monday at 7 p.m. is when they meet. So I'm usually here a little bit early, more than happy to talk with anybody. And then also I'll send out some follow-up emails and be looking for some emails in the future as stakeholders of the project. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Okay. Thank you all. My goal was to under an hour, so I think we accomplished that. Thank you all for attending.
Hello, my name is Kevin Hall, the new owner of the Holland Jones Funeral Home, Jenkins Chapel. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself to you, let you know who I am and what I stand for. You know, the people in Jenkins and Fleming Neon and Mac Roberts are such wonderful, proud people. They've worked so hard with their hands and taking care of their neighbors. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come and be a part of your community. The new Holland Jones Funeral Home at Jenkins. Give us a call at 606-821-2191.
Hello everyone, we'd like to welcome you here to Parkway Pharmacy at Jenkins. My name is Eric Hicks, pharmacist.
And I'm Cassie Rose, other pharmacist.
And we'd like to welcome you all here to our new pharmacy. We're located in the Boggs Pharmacy building. We have a wide variety of over-the-counter products and gift items. We're here to serve you and with all your prescription needs. Our hours are from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Telephone number is 606-832-6097. We have a convenient drive-through window, and we offer a wide variety of products over the counter, and we look forward to seeing you here at our local pharmacy.
Tom Keegan offers years of experience as a certified specialist for Napa Collision Centers. His hours are Monday through Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. For a free estimate, stop by or call him at 634-9296. Quality service that you can trust with an honest and fair price. Tom King's Collision Center in Neon. Call 634-9296 for a free estimate.
I'm Tom King, and I approve this message.
Hello folks, this is Sheriff Billy Jones of the Letcher County Sheriff's Office, and you're watching the Jenkins Television Channel 99.